What's up guys, Constech here, back again for another video. And today we'll take a look at ASUS' first lightweight gaming mouse featuring a minimalistic design, a familiar shape, and hot-swappable microswitches, the ROG Keris. Let's get started. Lightweight or go home? That's the gaming mouse industry right now. And ASUS wants a piece of the pie as well with their ROG Keris, which is pretty impressive because it doesn't have the usual holes you'll find in most lightweight gaming mouse. Before everything else, let's quickly unbox this and check out what's inside. So the box comes with a manual, warranty card, some ROG stickers, extra PTFE skates, extra micro switches, and the mouse itself. The mouse weighs at 65 grams, measures 118mm long, 55mm at the middle, 66 at its widest point, and 39mm at its highest point. At the bottom, we can see 5 PTFE skates, one around the sensor which helps in tracking stability, and the DPI button. The 2-meter paracord cable is super soft and flexible. It hardly offers any resistance even if it gets dragged along in a rough mousepad like the ROG Scabbard 2 we have here. If you have a mouse bungee, you won't notice this cable exists at all. Weight is pretty balanced and the mouse glides exceptionally well despite the weird design of the skates. The mouse has a very solid construction. It doesn't creak nor rattle, and the plastic used feels premium and high quality. Though I find the texture to be a little weird. Half of the mouse feels really rough while the other half feels matte and a bit smoother. While I'm not totally bothered by this, I think it's much better if the entire mouse has a more consistent feel all throughout. Now when I first saw and held the mouse, I was instantly reminded of the old mouse I used to have back when I was in high school. Although it's not a new shape, I like how ASUS implemented this one. More on that later. Nostalgia aside, the ROG Keris is packed with some beefy specs. At its heart is a Pixart PMW 3389 sensor, which is one of the best sensors out right now. It specs out at 16,000 max DPI, 125 to 1000 Hz polling rate, 400 IPS tracking speed, 50G acceleration, and a liftoff distance of 1mm, which can be set to 2mm via the software. It's a very flawless sensor that can track pixel by pixel with zero jitters. And just like the usual tests we do in this channel, as you can see in the line test, it has zero angle snapping, very minimal liftoff lens rattle, zero acceleration issues, and guaranteed to not spin out no matter how fast you swipe. The main buttons are made from PBT plastic, which feel nice and rough. They are very intact and have no pre or post travel. They use ASUS' own manufactured ROG microswitches, rated at 70 million clicks, and feel light and snappy. They have a similar feel to Omron switches, but have more pronounced clicks. Side buttons have a similar rough texture like the main buttons and use scale switches. They have a fairly satisfying click, but have some pre and post travel to them. The rubberized scroll wheel is a typical 24-step wheel with noticeable tactile steps. It doesn't wobble and have decent tension when pressed. The DPI button is at the bottom, which I really don't mind, but could be bothersome for those that like switching their DPI on the fly. When it comes to shape, the ROG Keris is an ergo mouse for right-handed users. The left side is raised and gradually slopes down to the right, guiding the hand to a handshake-like grip. It has a mid-hump, and just like any proper ergo mouse, it has a comfort groove on the left for the thumb, and the right side bulges outward and rounded to support the pinky and ring fingers. Now, like I said earlier, the ROG Keris had a nostalgic feel to me because it looks and feels similar to the old-school Logitech mouse I used to have back in my younger years. I really like small mice, and the ROG Keris is one of them. This mouse is well suited for small to medium-sized hands and favors fingertip and claw grip. Palming the mouse is still viable, but you'll need small hands to do so. For reference, my hand measures 17 by 10 centimeters and I can claw or fingertip the mouse perfectly. And for the recommended hand lengths, 13 to 16 centimeters for palm, 15 to 20 for claw, and 16 to 21 for fingertip. You can refer to the table for more details. Note that these are just estimates and my personal thoughts. Your experience may vary. A unique feature of the ROG Keris is that you can replace the switches yourself. Mice are usually replaced because of double-clicking problems due to wear and tear, or probably just bad luck. But it's a waste since other than the switches, other parts of the mouse are usually still working. ASUS therefore provides us with a solution. Instead of buying a new mouse, why not replace the switches of your current mouse for free? Replacing the switches are pretty straightforward. Just remove the rubber covers as you can see here with a flat-tip screwdriver, unscrew the mouse, pry it open, pull out the switches, and slap in the new ones. Now, the replacement switches that come with the Keris are Japanese Omrons rated at 1 million clicks. They're not exactly desirable, but it's good to have them while you're waiting for the replacement switches you ordered in case the original switches started failing. Also, with this kind of implementation, ASUS just makes it easy to go DIY, like replacing the side button switches, replace the paracord cable, or simply clean a dirty scroll wheel. Another great feature of the ROG Keris is its software support. With its help, you can fine-tune the DPI, adjust main button response, enable angle snapping if that's your thing, create macros or button assignments, surface tune the mouse if you're using any ROG branded mouse pads, and adjust lift-off distance. And of course, we're not forgetting about RGB lighting, which you can customize here in a variety of ways and can be set to sync along with other ROG peripherals and components. Just like every mouse we reviewed in this channel, I took the ROG Keris out for a spin, and I've been using it now for 2 weeks straight and counting. And I have to say, I never imagined myself going with a wired mouse again, especially that there are just so many good wireless mice around. But the ROG Keris changed my mind. It feels very comfortable for my relaxed grip, and I don't really feel the cable even exists in the first place. The small size also helps in properly maneuvering the mouse, and the textured main buttons help a lot in properly gripping it. There's nothing to complain about the sensor since the BMW 3389 is a flawless sensor. If there's something to improve on, it's my aim, not the mouse. To wrap things up, the ROG Keris is an excellent gaming mouse. What could have been done better? Nothing much really. Perhaps a full PBT housing? But where it stands right now is perfectly fine. For a price point of 3,380 pesos or around $70 US, you get a lightweight gaming mouse with no compromises, top-tier specs, and guaranteed durability evident from its overall construction and Hotswappable Microswitches. That's it for this video. Big thanks to ASUS for sending this in. Like, dislike, comment down if you have questions or anything to say. Get subscribed so you don't miss out on my next uploads, and as always, thanks for watching and see you guys soon.